You guys know that I have been against Matt Reeves and his Matt Reeves verse of Batman movies since 2022 or even before the movie came out, because I think that the man is a hack and a fraud and has stolen Chris Wozniak's Batman script, even though he lost in the lawsuit. He's shown that he was disingenuous, and I didn't necessarily love the Batman movie. I thought that it's a good film, but I think that the Batman from 2022 is a bad Batman movie. But now there's news talking about, oh, shoot, well, you know what I'm saying? A new report suggests that, oh, he's out. Matt Reeves being out as the director of the Batman? Oh, wow. Where have we heard this before? Oh, my goodness. I remember saying that a lot. The Batman delayed to 2027. Matt Reeves needs to go to Max. Call me live. When was this? December 27th, 2024. Ah, what about this here? The Batman delayed. Matt Reeves is lacking. When are we going to start asking the real questions? Ooh, that's something that I said in December 27th. What's this right here? Matt Reeves' reign at Warner Brothers is coming to an end, and so may be the Batman 2. I just gave y'all that little nugget in March. That's interesting. Yeah, bro. And here we have this news now. Everybody here is shocked, not me. This article is saying that we can't stress how much caution you should use with this report if it had come from anywhere other than Production Weekly. Production Weekly is a magazine, an article publication that you have to pay for. And it's like a lot. $375 for gold, silver $75 for platinum, $675. So you're getting like, you know, into the daily, weekly routine of actual productions. And they have Matt Reeves as, I guess, not listed as the director of the Batman movie. With that caveat in mind, the latest issue of the trade publication states that Matt Reeves is still on board with the Batman Part 2 as a scriptwriter, but he's no longer listed as the director. It also states that filming is now set to commence in March of 2026, as opposed to the end of this year. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of stuff that I've heard confirmed, and they're saying the same thing. Take a grain of salt. It could have been a director error by Production Weekly. Yep, the Batman hits theaters March 4th. I'm thinking that the Batman is still, I think the Batman's still going to come out.
Fuck.
Because it's just too hot to cancel a Batman movie.
Mm-hmm. It was bad.
There's a lot of money involved already. The script's already been finally completed or near done. And the previous film made $750 million. I don't want the Batman 2. I don't want any of Matt Reeves' stuff here, because I think that Matt Reeves and JG don't necessarily get along as far as profession is concerned. Personally, they probably could be cool. But the Matt Reeves universe was instilled into DC back in like 2020 by Pam Abdy and Mike DeLuca. Pam Abdy, Mike DeLuca is kind of above James Gunn. James Gunn came in with his DC universe and wants to do that. But Matt Reeves doesn't answer to JG. He answers like to Pam and DeLuca with his exclusive contract. So he's like a free roamer, freelancer. James is coming out here, getting rid of Wonder Woman, getting rid of Batman, Ben Affleck, getting rid of Superman. He's calling all these shots, but there's that one untouchable guy that he can't touch because he was hired by the higher-ups to do the Matt Reeves verse. Fast forward, that could be very frustrating for somebody who's the head of DC Studios. How am I the head of DC Studios, and then this guy has his like exclusive type of deal to make Batman universe stuff, producing the Penguin, making the Batman, doing wanting to do the Riddler or Clayface that they wanted to do. Because now it's like, James, I'm doing Batman Brave and the Bold. I got Andy Muschietti involved, but here's another Batman over here taken away from the characters that I probably want to make. As a creative, that's frustrating. Even if Matt Reeves and JG are cool, creatively, that's friction. That's going to be hard to work with. Let's say, Clayface got rushed to being announced, didn't it? Clayface, rated R, release date is coming out. Well, what if there was a Clayface in the Batman 2?
Yeah,
What if
that's
they
a
want to talk
problem.
about the Clayface and Batman
That's a
too?
mix.
What's that like? What if 2 Batman movies come out within 2, 3, 4 years from here and they're totally different? What does that say? It's just not fun to be JG knowing there's someone else that is running all of Batman's universe, dog. How am I head? How can I do my job when you got this guy over here taking over arguably the most important character in the DC universe? How can I be expected to do that and to make movies about when you got the number one guy over there with Matt making those movies? It's like one arm tied behind your back. It's not like he was doing Booster Gold and doing Booster Gold universe. I don't think this would be an issue. It's Batman, bro. It's Batman. And I think that Andy Muschietti's film is going to be completely different than that garbage excuse for a character they call Batman from Matt Reeves. We seen the Penguin series come out, and the Penguin series was more entertaining than the Batman film. The Penguin was more of an entertaining character. Colin Farrell showed us what he can do. Colin Farrell came out and said, I'm not doing another season. I hated every moment of doing that. Colin Farrell exits. Who picks up Colin Farrell as Sergeant Rock? James Gunn. Colin Farrell said, I'm dipping. I ain't doing this Matt Reeves verse shit. James Gunn said, come here. I got you. These are chess moves being played right before our very eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca were under the hot seat by David Zaslav. They had a couple of movies that weren't doing so well, and there was a theory and a narrative that James Gunn and Peter Safran were going to run it from the top to the bottom with Zaslav at the top. Peter Safran was going to get Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca's job. Peter Safran was going to get their job, get rid of Matt Reeves, null and void, that universe is over, and then we're about to do this DC thing the right way. But something happened. A movie came out, and that movie is on its way to $900 million worldwide. Jason Momoa's Minecraft. Minecraft single-handedly saved the jobs of DeLuca and Abdi. Now, shoot, I'm not going to fire an executive that just brought us $1 billion off of a $130 million budget. Minecraft made like 6 times its budget. It's a tremendous success. There's another little nugget of a movie that came out recently that did really well in the box office. Oh, cost only $90 million and in the opening weekend grossed 60. Not only did this movie gross 60, but it was actually a very good film. Interestingly enough, they adapted a great relationship with this director, Ryan Coogler. Also, the film already, at this point, has crossed $100 million, $150 million. It's probably looking at $200 million at this point off of a $60 million budgeted film. A tremendous success for a new IP. And that's the flaming gun right there. Smoking gun. Bah, flaming arrow. Is that this was a new IP. When you bring in originality and new IP, new ideas that are successful, people love that. Executives love that. Fans love it. It's just great. It's not a rehash franchise. You're not riding off of the success of the past when you do something like that. That's why Star Wars could sell for $3 billion, because it's almost a right to print money. That's why it's so expensive. It's when you get those little brand new IPs, you pay $5 million for the script and exclusivity, and then it turns into a $200 and $300 million balloon. Those are the things that you can milk and milk and milk. Franchise, sequel from a new IP. That's where money starts to flow in. There's no way David Zaslav was going to get rid of them after Sinners came out. Back-to-back Sinners and Minecraft box office success. Now we got to look at the situation. Abdi and DeLuca's position is solidified, at least for the foreseeable immediate future. So, Peter Safran, you're probably not going to get their job. Now what do? Well, we got to get rid of Matt somehow. This is prior to any rumors and speculation that he's going through a divorce, or that his dog's dead, or that his daughter may have died, or that he's dealing with a terminal illness. None of that stuff that he potentially could be going through has anything to do with what I'm saying today. Before all those rumors came out, it was your boy Jody Joe who said, get rid of this man. When he was alive and well and healthy, I was saying this. So I'm going to keep saying that. I'm not going to kick a man when he's down. This is all about profession, baby. I didn't want Matt Reeves for the job because he's disingenuous. Why did it take 4 years to do a script for a movie that came out in 2022? Why is the movie scheduled for 2027? Potentially 2028? Because there was an issue with Matt writing the film. What's the issue with you writing the film, Matt? I was there watching DC Fandom when you spent 40 minutes, it felt like, talking in detail about the universe you're going to build, the character, the cars, what color the car's going to be, the tires, what the graffiti going to look like, what characters going to show up, the cameos. You went and bored me to death live. I almost fell asleep watching your elaborate presentation on what you had planned at DC Fandom 2020 for the future of the Batman universe. Here we are 5 years later, and what have you released? One motherfucking movie. Marvel is cooking. They coming back with a vengeance. Christopher Nolan is making 2 movies. And you know, those are actual motherfuckers, right? And you sit back and you couldn't put in a script. Because what happened in 2023, 2024? You said the script is done. Someone asked you. You said script's done. Script's finished. We're ready to go. JG came out and said, I ain't got no script. Ain't no script done yet. You tried to lie to the public yet again. You told the public the script is done. James Gunn said, no, it's not. Proving you a liar. That's when I said, you see? What could be so hard to produce a sequel to a movie that you originally made? Right? You originally made the Batman, didn't you? You wrote that. Why is it so hard to produce a sequel for a universe that you created? Could it be because you didn't make the first Batman movie? Could it be because you stole that motherfucking script and them stories, my nigga? Could that be the reason? That makes a lot of sense why it's taking so long for you to make an actual script without the help of somebody else's story. You didn't write that first movie. You plagiarized the shit out of it. Being exposed for a fraudulent writer for Batman you have become. You can't make and turn in the script and finish the script because it's hard for you to do it. Because you don't have somebody in your closet tied with shackles writing the shit for you like the manga writers do. From what I'm seeing from the top down is that we've chosen the wrong man. We've chosen the wrong man to hire Matt Reeves. What else made you think that? Remember Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca, their job, you know, that report, like, oh, everybody, Zaslav was interviewing people. Pam and DeLuca thought, like, frig, yeah, our jobs is done. What put the highlight on them? There was a narrative and a plot to remove them from their positions to put Peter Safran in that role to make this happen. It wasn't just the fact that their movies weren't performing. Sometimes Warner Brothers is really good at using other reasons to get rid of somebody. Zack Snyder could attest to this. When his daughter died, that was the perfect opportunity to say, thank you for your services. Go mourn your daughter. When the real reason is they wanted you off the lot. They couldn't stand the sight of paying another dollar on one of your bloated 4-hour renditions of a movie that people cannot watch. I think it's more respectable when you say, bro, we don't have with your shit, we gonna have you leave. But they said, all right, you're more, go ahead and go. It seems like more of that now. It seems to me like Pam and DeLuca had a target on their back. That's what it seems to me, because JG came in with full force, almost full power, and there's a roadblock. This Matt Reeves over here with all this bullshit. Who gave them they did. Well, shoot, if we get rid of them, we could get rid of him. So there's a whole lot of shit going on that once the common denominator is Matt Reeves. You lost your Colin Farrell. Then the Batman actor himself, Robert Pattinson, said, what am I going to be? An old Batman? I was like 37. I'm about to be old when this movie comes out. The main actor has moved on and done other roles and said, I don't like it. I didn't sign up to be an old Batman. Now your main actor has slid. You lost your Colin Farrell. Now we hear these rumors. It's the similarities to the Zack Snyder situation is crazy. A family tragedy, a sickness, an ailment, and then director for Batman and DC exits. Someone else comes in to remake. Nigga, we're going to create a new Zack Snyder with Matt Reeves, ain't we? And it is that scares the shit out of Warner Brothers. This is what I believe. They are afraid at this time, right before Superman's about to come out, to create another disgruntled emo director fan base that is, for the most part, could be potentially toxic, because the Batman fans are very passionate. They could be very nasty online, very emo. You could potentially get rid of a sickly or sad or lonely, depressed, divorced director. He leaves and exits, and then someone takes his job. Then you got an enraged Snyder cult like, see, they did it to Zach, they did it to Matt. Let's unite. Freak DC and freak James Gunn and freak Warner, freak the DCU. That's a nightmare. That shit makes me depressed just thinking about it. Hell no. They don't want to go through that again. Makes a whole lot of sense that somehow, some way, you have to keep Matt Reeves happy, yet understand that he's got to move on. Well, you still wrote it. You get a writing credit, maybe a producer on something in the future. Let this Batman movie come out, Batman 2, whatever, and then we just slowly ride y'all off into the sunset. I would do some script changes that don't take away from characters that James wants to use in the future, and bring out a generic Batman movie sequel that probably will still end up being better than the original. That is the status that is Batman. And I've been saying this for a whole good goddamn long time, bro. Shout out to the members of Jody's Corner, those who are watching me live, so to watch my video understands the knowledge that is being cooked out in this motherfucker, bro, because you guys are special. You guys are lucky. I've been saying this for months, bro. I had Chris Wozniak on this very stream. We put up the similarities. You can't fight and deny that. And then tied into this, what we know now with the future, he couldn't write a sequel? You lying that it was done? James had to call you out? Nah, we will not have it. We will not have it. So what my resolve is this. Let the Batman movie come out when it's done. Let him get the writing credit. Let him come to the pressers and welcome him, have him do his interviews, bring him to the red carpet, show him love and respect. Let that movie come out and say la vie, right off into the sunset. I hope that he's healthy. These are just rumors at this point. Nothing is founded in, I don't go with rumors. So freak that. The Batman 2, getting another director, is nothing but a good thing. Because I want, and I'm getting, the end of the Matt Reeves, I can't even call it an era. Nigga, you made one movie. The end of Matt Reeves with DC is upon us. It was predicted, and all of us should be happy. Batman fans, I know that you probably don't like this news, but don't worry. JG's about to cook up something nice with Andy Muschietti, bro. We're about to get a amazing comic booky Batman, bro. Brave and the Bold, y'all gonna eat that up. Y'all might not like this news and it'll sting, But I got something for that. A lot of y'all are fans. We'll throw a trailer at you with some awesome kicks, flips, thunderbolts, and quips. Y'all gonna eat that shit up, and y'all gonna forget all about this nigga Matt Reeves. Because I know how fans work. And so does JG. So does WB. So does Disney. They know how y'all think. Here's a trailer. Eat that, nigga. Shut up. It's coming next year. Okay. Game. E-Man, what you think?
I think this is great news that Matt Reeves is leaving. I mean, honestly, I wish the Batman was gone too, because the Batman was whack as fuck to me. He was never Batman. He was Vengeance, and that's a problem. That's a huge problem. And a lot of y'all said, "I want the Batman." He was never Batman. I wish that I wanted to see. I'm more focused on Andy Muschietti's Batman, especially what he did with Michael Keaton. I'm looking forward to that in a younger version of Batman too. I don't want this to be out. I want them to push this out like completely. I thought we were gonna get this is gone completely. I wanted this to be scrubbed like completely. A new director coming in and doing this. It's just a bad taste in my mouth even with this. Yes, this director could probably give us the actual Batman, him being Batman. I don't want it though. At first I wanted. I was the one that was open to him being Batman. I don't want it. After what I saw, I don't want this.
Who being Batman? Robert Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson. Yeah, I don't want this. I don't want it at all. I just want them to scrub it and let's move on. Let's move on. We have not got a good Batman in a very long time besides Michael Keaton. I don't want this. Give me something else. Give me the future, not the past. This is the past. I don't want this bullshit. It just gives me anxiety. It gives me a headache. It gives me problems. It gives me from the bullshit that we saw. You know who I am. You know who I am bullshit. Mm-hmm. We get the penguin bullshit. I just don't want that anymore, bro. It's a bad taste in your mouth.
And this Batman movie is probably going to end up being delayed to 2028 because if production starting in 2026, if you're not going to start filming to 2026, you're probably going to be filming, and who knows what month of 2026, first quarter, second quarter, what we doing? If you're going to be filming through 2026, this movie might not be done until the end of 2027. Maybe 2028.
Right there, as you said that, just get rid of it. Get rid of it completely. That's too damn long. Get rid of it. Robert Pattinson's getting old as hell already. Just get rid of it. Cut it off. Move on. Let's start all over. Scrub it completely, bro. It's no point. Let it die with Matt Reeves when he leaves, bro. Let it die.
Flash, what you think?
Matt Reeves, bro. He wrote a script. James Gunn said, I didn't get no script.
Yep.
He has an actor that barely listens to him. Says Matt.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson didn't work out for Batman.
No, he didn't.
He stayed skinny.
He made fun of working out, yeah. Yeah.
Matt Reeves, I don't know what's up with him. He does need to go. The movie that he did bring out, it was somewhat decent, but it wasn't.
It was good, but it's not worth all this shit. It's really not.
The Riddler
is not at all.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. You getting this motherfucker come up out of nowhere. You don't understand me. You all out there.
Hey, Faxy, man. Hey, who gonna talk about it? That Riddler's trash, my nigga. How did you get Paul Dano, an amazing actor, to F it up, right? That Riddler was trash. His riddles sucked. They weren't intelligent. They weren't profound and thought-provoking. He was an incel. Who's had an ultimate plan to bomb and flood God. Stop.
Falcone. We give us Falcone. He didn't do shit. Falcone.
Funny as shit, nigga.
No, I'm going to choke you out. Please. No, please. It's my fault. You should never. Get the fuck. No mob aspects, no nothing.
People afraid to call that shit whack. That Riddler's sauce, my nigga. Give me Jim Carrey.
You know who I am.
Give me Jim Carrey.
was a good actor.
Fuck outta here, bro.
That he did.
But he was good. He was okay in the Batman. He was a good actor in the Penguin.
What are you guys, stupid? What are you, dumb?
Alarata. You mean to tell me you couldn't figure out a riddle because you didn't know Spanish? Batman don't know Spanish?
Batman supposed to be bilingual.
Bro, you better stop,
shit, bro.
Or
Yeah.
Italian, whatever the freak, Italian, whatever the freak it was. Stop. This shit is crazy. Crazy. You're right. Riddler is trash.
You don't know. They don't respect us.
What's up with the
Please understand.
Why does he have the mask? What's that mask about?
Shit's stupid.
What is this? It's so dumb. It's like, all right, bro. It's
Thomas
all right.
Wayne gave up Wayne Manor.
E-Man, here's what you can't do. But you can't scrap the Batman because you're gonna get another a Matt Reeves Batman verse cult. You're gonna have two cults coming against DC. James understands. James and Zach are friends. JG knows that Zach has a cult fan base. He's afraid of it.
How do you think that?
He don't want.
Think about this. You can still get the bullshit, and I say that he's not directing this movie. He's just probably like on it or whatever. We're getting a new director. Matt Reeves is not
Right, gonna get a new
directing.
director.
You think they still can't say we would still want what Matt had?
No.
We still want, even
Absolutely
if they do it or
not.
not,
No.
even if he's on it or not.
No.
It's a Matt Reeves Batman.
Shout
And
to
Matt
Shogun.
Reeves
Shout to
is not-
Shogun. He said Matt took Ben Affleck's job, and now someone will do the same to him. Full circle. Matt Reeves is all talk facts.
Oh yeah, Batman did direct. Writ.
How did this
Batman movie? Huh?
How did the,
He
you
picked up Ben Affleck's script.
How did the Batman form? That movie that Matt Reeves got was stolen or replaced from Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck was the writer, the director, and the star of the Batman film that he was going to create for Warner Brothers. That was about him being in the Arkham Asylum or something like
His
that.
script was bad too, though.
Ben Affleck stepped away from being the star in the Batman movie. Then he stepped away from directing. No, it was directing.
They fired him.
Then writing, and then he just stopped being Batman the character.
Yeah, they fired him.
And then who came in to replace Ben Affleck? Matt Reeves.
Said I'm going with a younger version of Batman. And that's what we were all saying. Oh shit, younger version of Batman. So we about to get this or whatever. And Batman's here too. Oh, he's about to know how to fight, all the weapons, all the shit. Batman's none of that.
I like the full circle implementation.
Fool you are.
Full circle.
Fools.
Replace Matt Reeves, bring in someone new, show the trailer, eat this, fanboys. They're gonna take it. Simple as that. But you can't completely wipe him off. You gotta let it be a slow fade away.
So what if they do the Batman 2 and that does well? That makes like a bill or close to it. They gonna want the third. Then there's the third. Matt Reeves still here. It's either you're damn if you do or you're damn if you don't.
No, because if the Batman 2 makes $1 billion, it will not be because of Matt Reeves. He didn't direct it.
He's a part of. They gonna still scream out Matt Reeves, Matt Reeves, Matt Reeves.
And I want you guys to know, I don't think that Matt Reeves fully wrote this movie either. Here, I have a theory that Matt Reeves is probably going to be responsible for writing probably 70% of the script of the Batman 2 if it comes in theaters. I believe that JG got his hands all in that shit. I believe he's going to make alterations, rewrites, other people going to get on board, and they're going to make that movie what they want it to be, if this deal is what I think it is. The Batman 2, if it's realized, will be the Batman 2 that JG wanted, not what Matt couldn't make.
The thing is, too,
I can't even say what Matt wanted. It'll be what he couldn't do.
So my thing is this: that even though Matt Reeves is not going to be the director of this, and Andy Muschietti's doing his own thing with his Batman, this director, whoever becomes this director, I'm scared too of what he might or she. Well, no, DC. Don't
I'm
really do
not
that.
scared.
What
I'm not
he
scared.
may
Here's,
do.
I'm not scared. Here's why. The person that will hire that director will be JG, not Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi. It'll be James Gunn, and that director will have the assignment and know what his assignment is as he directs that movie.
Might be somebody from Marvel though. That's the only part.
Shout out to KO. What's up with it, dog? He says the Buttman was not. Oh, the Buttman was not good at the start, JC. I knew after I seen it, it wouldn't for another. Wait, he says, I went after I seen it. It wasn't for another one. I'm sorry. Yeah, he already knew after he seen the Batman movie that it wasn't for him. And I know there's a lot of people that said it wasn't for them. It's not for me as a Batman movie. It's for me as a film. Good movie. Good film. Bad Batman movie.
Once it's like Man of Steel. Once Man of Steel is not a good Superman movie, but
It's the same thing.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Right.
To a lesser degree.
However, though, if you're calling it a Batman movie, you're expecting Batman-esque shit. He wasn't doing nothing Batman-esque, but was detective and barely detective work.
Tell that to the Batman stands. They'll say you're wrong. These niggas with Ben Affleck icons and the Batman logos on Twitter and on Instagram and on YouTube. These niggas love anything Batman. You forgot about that. He has the most fanboys.
I'm a Batman
They
fan,
will
but
say that shit
I'm not
is
about to
lit.
just accept anything,
And
bro.
Matt Reeves said that this Batman is gonna be more detective than anything else.
Yeah. Where was that shit?
That's
More detective. Let me tell you something right now. I'll take Adam West over this nigga as a detective.
Oh,
Adam
fuck.
West will cook.
Hey.
Adam West wouldn't have took that long with that Riddler.
ahead.
Adam West is my favorite Batman.
Christian Bale wouldn't have took that long with that Riddler.
Michael Keaton.
Who's the real good? Let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it a stack. Who's the best? If this is the most detective, because Matt Reeves, you're right. Detective, noir, detective, noir, detective. Is he the most detective Batman?
Val Kilmer?
He's not. Christian Bale is a better detective with the small detective he did, but he did some shit.
Yeah, Val Kilmer did though. He was
Adam West, Michael Keaton. This nigga's at the bottom of the. Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
Even that Ben Affleck motherfucker fighting the Justice League and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? The picture, Wonder Woman. Come on, dog. Motherfuckers just talk shit.
Michael
People
Keaton.
just talk to talk. He say anything to get the fans excited. It's a trigger word. Detective, yeah. Oh, Roy. It's just games.
And Detective Comics give you back the old DC era.
Kashawn, thank you for the 10. I appreciate you, Kashawn. Thanks, brother. He says, hey, Jody, what if Ben Affleck directs it? LOL.
Yeah.
You laughing. But yeah.
But he stepped away for a reason.
But not as director. Now he not gonna play Batman. Yeah, hit that motherfucker. It's getting hot again. It was hot today. It was like 80 freaking 2 to 3 degrees today. It was freaking goddamn.
I heard it's gonna be somewhere near 100 tomorrow.
Holy freak. We might have to go to the water park. I'm for it. If Ben Affleck was gonna direct the Batman, 100%. I just seen The Accountant too. And it was fire.
Yeah, it was. Facts.
Yeah, so shout out to Ben Affleck. Yeah, sure. I'm perfectly fine with that. So, yeah, man, that's where I'm at with it. And I guess at this time, I'm gonna invite you guys to call in. I'm gonna open up the phone lines, and I want to know what you guys think about this. We're gonna take the first 3 callers and add them to this recording. Let's go. Phone lines are now open. You could call at 805-351-2001. Batman moves on? Yeah or nah?
Call from
Christian Black.
Chris Black. Let's
What
do
up?
it. All right, Chris Black. What's up with it, bro? You in?
What up, Chris? What it do, dog?
Yo, what's up? How y'all doing?
Good.
bro.
Not bad. How's your leg? Was it your leg?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's my knee. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still healing up. I
Okay,
gotta
cool.
go see another doctor. I'm gonna see another doctor about it.
Okay. What's the best with that?
But yeah, like I could have. I'm gonna be honest. I saw this Matt Reeves thing kind of coming, and it was right after the Penguin, because I feel like Penguin was that type of show that, like, you know, and goes back to what you said about fandom. He was over promising on a lot of stuff at fandom, like a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And you know, knowing that like the tides were kind of changing in DC with James Gunn possibly coming in and all that stuff, I feel like he promised a lot, not understanding the fact that we're gonna get a main universe Batman, and he already said he didn't want to be connected with any universe or anything like that. He didn't want to be tied, his handcuffs to that.
Yep.
So with that being said, like, his Batman already had a shelf life the moment he said that.
And that's what he wanted. He wanted his stuff contained within its own universe, playing with his toys in his bin.
Yeah, stay away from my shit. Let me
Right.
do my thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like when you say stuff like that, though, it's like being on a job interview. When you say when you say like the wrong thing during the job interview, you getting another one, coming back for the second interview, that got a half life because you already done said something that turned the
I rubbed them
interviewer the wrong way.
Yeah, yeah, true that.
Yeah, and I feel like he turned, James Gunn thinking about that. Like, this dude don't even care about the overarching story that I'm trying to create. He just want to do his own thing, and he already seeing how the whole multiverse is kind of spinning out of control at Marvel, and he not really trying to deal with that right now. So with that being said, like, he trying to get rid of that. Like, I'm telling you, what's gonna end up happening? Batman 2 is gonna end up being like Blade. That don't go get pushed back, and then you're gonna hear, oh, it's delayed indefinitely.
Can't push it back too much, but if we get to a point where we don't need to get this movie at all, I'm for that as well.
Like if this movie,
I'll say this. Go ahead.
If this movie like James Gunn end up doing a Batman and showing us this before Matt Reeves Batman come out or whatever, and they just show like some little clip bits or whatever of it, man, fuck this movie. I don't want this shit anyway. If you show us Andy Muschietti show us some shit that his Batman could do, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
it's a wrap. We don't need this. It's a wrap. Don't.
There's a lot of fans that will support Matt Reeves and be bitter and mad, but as soon as that trailer come out, they'll shut up.
Andy Muschietti, it's a wrap.
They'll get in line.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I guarantee you, Andy's Batman movie will come out before the Batman 2. I guarantee you, because what's gonna happen is James is going to tell Andy, "Hey, yo, speed run that script."
Yeah. Yep. Because that's what they were waiting for. They were waiting for that too. They was waiting to see what Matt Reeves was gonna do. Now it's full speed ahead.
Yeah, we gonna see what they got.
And that's why I said, like, don't be surprised if that junk don't come out. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I know y'all got other callers, so I just want to come in and give my 2 cents.
Oh,
thanks, Chris Black. Always a pleasure hearing from you.
Get better,
brother.
bro. Get better.
Yeah. All right, thanks.
All right, that's one caller. See
Batman doing backflips. It's a wrap, bro.
We still ain't seen an acrobatic Batman yet.
Nope.
We still ain't. We got it with Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
but
got
if they
that.
give us that doing some other shit,
Caller, you live. Talk to us.
It's a wrap.
Hi, Jody. I just want to say I'm with you. I was never a fan of this Matt Reeves Batman. I'm more of a Michael Keaton guy, and I think that...
That's easy to say now. Well, let me be honest. That's easy to say now. I'm not saying that you're lying, but that's easy to say now after the curve. Once again, that curve. We on the other side of that motherfucker. And then you hear a lot of people like, where was you at when we was, you know what I'm saying?
Said Michael Keaton, though.
But I'm not saying that you're not telling the truth, though. But keep cooking.
Yeah, well, yeah, I want like a Batman that's more like the Kevin Conroy animated series.
Yeah. That was a good Batman.
I like that.
It's a very good Batman.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to get that Batman with Matt Reeves. We didn't get it with Matt Reeves.
Right.
And I don't think you're going to get that Batman if that Batman 2 ever comes out. So good for us that we're probably not going to get it, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just hearing all this stuff, like, it's just so weird and all that. And I just hope whatever James Gunn does, it gives us the Dark Knight.
Facts.
So, like, you want something more serious? Is that what you mean by that? Like the Dark Knight with the more serious nature?
Well, yeah. Yeah, because like ever since like I think the Nolan films, Batman's always been in the grounded, realistic route.
Yeah, absolutely. So, do you want like a comic booky, sci-fi, fantastical Batman?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like with like Bane using the Venom juice, the Lazarus,
Got you.
Ra's al Ghul.
Got you. Yeah,
Oh,
I think that's good.
Fire. That's
good.
Bro. Yeah.
That's good. A comic booky sci-fi Batman. It doesn't have
not jokes, but
Nolan started something that other directors can't finish. Matt Reeves is a Nolan cocksucker without the talent. You can't direct and you can't write like him. But you tried to mimic everything. Batman is a fake Nolan movie.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson's Batman is Ben Affleck, a younger version of Ben Affleck.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like I understand the homage and the respect, but stop. You're not him. Don't try to be him. Ryan Coogler looks up to Nolan too, but you don't see him copying his shit. Make your own identity. So this idea that Batman needs to be grounded and serious and all, man, miss me with that shit. Look what Captain America is doing. He's grounded, yet he still does that Cap bullshit, beating Thanos in a freaking strength match, holding that helicopter in Civil War.
I don't want Batman doing some crazy shit like that.
Bro, you saw what that nigga did in Winter Soldier with that motorcycle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bah, through the shield, bah, bah, bah.
Yeah.
That type of shit. Batman could do all of that.
Not throw no bike like that, but
Yes, he could. He could do that.
Because I'm Batman.
Yes.
I agree with you.
Fuck.
Everything that Captain America has done in the MCU, Batman could do it in the Batman
He ain't
fantastic
no
way.
super soldier though, bro. Captain America's a super soldier. Of course, I could throw that bike like
So
that.
you wouldn't buy into Batman holding that helicopter from back? I buy it 100%. He's
Hell
Batman.
no, he's human at the same time.
He's who? He's what?
He's human.
He's Batman. Freak are you talking about? Why are y'all talking the
trying to get
bullshit?
Batman to have powers and shit, bro.
After that helicopter pulled and it tugs his body, he go,
Batman has the greatest power of any superhero.
Yeah, you're right. But it has limits.
What's the power, Flash?
I'm Batman. That's the power.
Because I'm Batman,
That's
nigga.
the power. But it has its limits.
Ask me what power I want.
Clark Kent.
Wally West, Clark Kent, Batman, nigga. What you talking about? Batman could kill anybody he wants whenever he wants because he's Batman. They can absolutely do it to make it make sense. What we talking about?
Oh man.
We all know
All right, caller, but thanks. I held you up. My
Sorry,
bad. I didn't
sorry,
want to keep
caller.
it on. I appreciate you for calling in,
Thanks,
bro.
Joey.
All right, brother. Oh, I think
Call from
Michael.
Michael, let's get Michael up in here. All right, Michael, what's up? You on the line? You live? Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, Jody? It's my first time, man.
Welcome to Jody's Corner. Thanks for calling in, Michael. It's nice to hear from you. What's up?
Yeah, I just want to cook Matt Reeves real quick.
Cook him.
Nolan,
Cook.
you know.
You don't like Matt Reeves? Do you not like the Batman movie?
Like, it was a good. You know, I like the visuals, but as a story, as a Batman film, an authentic Batman film, get that shit out of here, B.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, this is the first Batman I feel like I can whoop his ass easy.
He not lying though. He is not lying. I can't knock you for that.
Bro, do you guys remember the trailer? Do you remember? I remember it with full, and it was when that happened. I knew. I said, "Oh my God, the Batman fans are sick."
Who the hell are you supposed to be?
That trailer, that random clown attacked. Like, what's up? Who are you? And then it showed Robert Pattinson just do this, pah, pah, pah,
Break the arm.
pah, pah,
Yeah.
pah, 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 pah.
Gosh.
And them Batman fans, oh, that's so lit! All he did was punch a nigga. I see that 20 times a day on Twitter feeds, drunk niggas in a bar doing that shit.
What's crazy? He screamed out, not saying I'm Batman, I'm vengeance. And you don't got a problem with that shit?
Get that shit out of here, man.
Freak that.
Yeah,
I'm about to pull that
exactly.
shit
These
up.
are not Batman fans. These are Batman stans, bro. You're not a Batman fan if you okay with that shit. That's whack.
Nah, we about to go visit it right now. We about to watch it
Exactly.
right now, dog. Play that shit, Jody Joe. Look at this shit. Where's that shit at?
Fear is a tool.
Probably one of those spaces. Yeah.
Keep going.
When that light hits the sky,
You gotta keep going. Keep going.
it's not just a call. It's a
Right there, right
warning.
there. Oh no. He already did it.
I've been trying to reach you. This is a powder keg. And Ritter's the match.
I can take care of myself.
It's not this trailer.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left.
Yeah, this ain't it.
This
What
ain't the
trailer was it?
No, go to
Oh,
yeah, right
Fandom.
there.
It was the Fandom
Yeah, yeah.
teaser. Nigga miss me with that shit. Nigga was like, oh man, the Batman, that shit was lit.
Easy.
Garbage. Garbage. After seeing this trailer, I'm like, dang, I want to watch that movie. Oh yeah, I already did. That trailer is better than the movie, dog.
Yeah.
This shit was full of just candy with no substance.
Eye candy only, bro.
Dang.
Yeah, it fumbled the bag completely, bro.
Ben Affleck's Batman would put him in a pretzel shape. Oh God.
Can you imagine this Batman fighting Ben Affleck's Batman, dog?
He's dead.
What is happening?
He's dead. First of all, Ben Affleck Batman killed, so he's definitely dead.
Dead. And do you notice how in the film we never saw an up-close scene of Batman getting out of his Batmobile? Just a close-up scene. Because if we had, we would have seen him get out of his car like a normal person would.
Open that door.
I don't really care for that. I don't care. See him get in and get out. It wasn't even a Batmobile. It was a freaking. What is that? That Batmobile whack, nigga. That's just a car with an engine in the back.
I like the sounds of it. How
that's not even a Batmobile. What are we doing?
This is supposed to be the Batmobile S, like before it started, but
that ain't no Batmobile, nigga. Ain't no gadgets, no shit on that motherfucker. Ain't nothing but a Camaro with an engine in
What's
the back.
crazy is that Matt Reeves said, "Oh yeah, Bruce Wayne built this car. He used to be in the races and stuff. He built this car. He wanted to build the fastest car, and he made it bulletproof and everything, bro."
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a billionaire, not a thousandaire. He's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Get a proper car for a billionaire. goddammit.
I always wanted Batman.
Did we ever get the
Lamborghini, bro.
sense of his riches?
No.
He looks poor. He walks around like he's poor.
The house has spider webs and shit on it, bro. It's like
what's going on? Alfred, what you do here all day, dog? Besides get blown up.
Has spider webs in the house.
I don't understand. Yeah, bro. So yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to add, caller?
Nah, man, that was it. You know, thank you for giving me the time to talk.
Yeah.
Get that fucking, Matt Reeves universe out of here, and let's move forward with James.
Shout out to you, caller.